My name is Chester Stephen Dorocki. I go by Stephen. I'm actually one of 4 Chester Stephen Dorockis. I am from Amesbury, Mass. I lived there for most of my life. I now reside in Hampton, and I've lived here for 26 years. I'm retired, although I still work for the last company that I was affiliated with, S&J Transportation. There I was sales. In my retirement, I buy and sell their equipment. It's the most fun part of the whole job, buying $165,000 trucks and not having to sign the check. Well, as we go around the room, a lot of the things that I've got do have some personal meaning. And this is one of the ones I like the best. So this is a homemade tractor, and it was made by a fellow in Newton, New Hampshire. And when I was about 7 years old, my dad bought this tractor. He brought it home with the help of another machinist. They put a plow on the front and made it for hydraulics. And I actually learned to drive on this tractor. But like many things for a young family, I'm going to be 70 now, so 7 was a long time ago. And my parents decided that it wasn't something they really needed, and they sold it. In fact, the day they sold it, I got to tell you, I cried. It was a very sad day. Well, fast forward about 15 years, I was driving a tractor trailer on a Sunday, and I saw it abandoned out in the field. We knocked on the fellow's door, and he sold it back to me for $100, never knowing that I had any personal information in it. My first main business started as a yard sale, and it was a company called Zeke's Furniture Showroom. It grew to a 35,000 square foot building, which we later sold to the Osco drug chain. From there, I started a company called D-Rock Air Freight, and we ran that company for 15, 17 years in there someplace, when I sold it to a company called S&J Transportation, which is where I retired from and still go once a week or so just to check out their equipment. Well, the barber chair is interesting. Yeah, that's an actual barber chair. It pumps up and down, and I had a tenant that had that. He actually owed me some money. And I said, well, I'll take the barber chair. He was leaving and he owed me a little money. I said, I'll take the barber chair. And it's been here ever since. The lid sign up above, many times you go to the mall, you'll see lids. They sell hats and baseball hats. I went to an auction, I bought a van from a sign company that was going out of business, and that sign was in the back. So just another little piece of memorabilia that reminds me of going out and buying things.
So where do you usually buy and sell stuff from?
For my own self, it kind of to fund my habit of antique trucks and signs and things like that. I do a lot on yard sales and Facebook Marketplace and like that. But on the biggest place where I'm buying trucks, I have a good network of dealers that I work with. Part of our business at S&J and Prime Warehouse is the renting and selling of storage containers. And I buy containers all over the world. I buy them direct from China, logged here in Boston, New York City, things like that. And we retrofit them and put them out on rent or sell them to people for storage. I travel a lot. My wife and I have 2 passions. Mine, of course, is trucks and car museums and things like that. She adapts well to that, but her passion is going to presidential libraries, birthplaces, and things like that. Budweiser's supposedly the king of beers. It's been around forever. And a friend of mine found that in a dumpster. And he took it home and he redid the lights inside and brought it over to me. He said, this belongs in the barn.
Do you have a favorite item in here, or like a favorite sign?
Oh, I have to look around. I think we'd have to go back to the Gulf sign, because again, it brings back those memories of pumping gas and diesel late at night, and the trucks coming and going. And some people like to think that my favorite cologne is diesel fuel exhaust. This first truck, it's a little on the unique side. It's a 1974 Mack. It's called a U model. And the U model was an interesting truck. If you notice, it's got an offset cab. So if you look at the center of the windshield and the center of the truck or the Bulldog, they don't match. That was restored by New England Motor Freight. Unfortunately, they're another fallen flag, we call it, trucking companies that have gone away. And I bought it at their auction. It was completely restored, and I drove that to Pennsylvania last year with the next truck we're going to look at on a trailer, and went to a truck show down there. And last week I drove one of the trucks to work. During COVID, it was kind of fun. I'd take a truck and I'd drive along the coast. And one day I was driving along, and down there, everybody on a Sunday during COVID, they were driving Mercedes convertibles and BMWs, and I'm out in a big old truck. And all of a sudden there was a fellow coming towards me in a Diamond Rio, a very old Diamond Rio truck. He looked at me, we both had the thumbs up, and it was like, this is where we belong. So they're a lot bigger than sports cars and things like that, but I've been playing with trucks since I was probably 3 years old. So I got older and the trucks got bigger, but that's about it. The next one is a 1950 Mack. It's completely restored. It was originally sold by Mack to an oil company in Connecticut. They had a regular flatbed on it and delivered propane tanks with it. It's an A model. It's kind of a rare truck. They only made the A model for about 5 years.
Whoa.
Hello.
Look at this truck.
Ooh.
How old it is.
Dude, it's got wood in the floor.
What?
Oh my god, it does have wood on the floor.
Look at the roof. Look at the ceiling.
Satin ceiling. The leather wall.
Leather finish.
This was restored by a fellow up in Vermont, a fellow named Ken Durso. And I went to visit him one day. I had actually thought of putting my own name on the door. But after I met him and talked with him and saw all the sweat and hard work he put in it, I realized I was really just a custodian for a while. I'm honored to own it, but it really was his blood, sweat, and tears that did the job. So I've left his name on it. This is my latest acquisition. This was restored by a fellow, his name was Johannes. He had a big collection that was all GMCs. I bought this at an auction a few years ago, and this is the one I took to work this week. I just come out, start them up, and go for a drive. I am a person that likes to be involved and likes to give of time. One of the things you hear about in life is time, talent, and treasure. And I like to try to do a little of all that. Yesterday, in fact, we worked the polls. I worked 9 hours, and then my wife went in and worked another 8 hours. So it's just fun. You meet people and you get involved.